It appears that at least one Leopard 2 tank got destroyed in a recent artillery strike conducted on a Ukrainian armored column in the Zaporozhye region. First, a Russian Telegram channel posted pictures of Ukrainian vehicles lined up on the road, with some of them burning as well. I could identify some of those vehicles as Leopard 2A4 tanks with utmost certainty based on their turret and hull shape, as well as the position of the hatches on the turret. The problem is that in those images it is impossible to tell what those burning vehicles are, and if anything happened to the Leopard 2s that are visible. So I wanted to refrain myself from stating anything about this until we get more information. And it kinda paid off. I'm now pretty sure that at least one of the destroyed vehicles is a Leopard 2A4 tank. A video of the drone footage was published several hours later, showing in much better detail the situation on the ground, and it shows one of the burning vehicles much better. The vehicle in question appears to be the Leopard 2A4. If we take a closer look, some features that identify the tank as Leopard 2A4 can be seen, such as the big round intake fans on the top of the engine deck, as well as the square shape of the turret. Of course, the quality is really bad, so I wouldn't say with 100% certainty that this is a Leopard 2A4, but this tank is behind other Leopard 2A4 tanks and was obviously used together with them, with no Soviet or Ukrainian style tank in the vicinity. Therefore, I would be inclined to say that it is, in fact, a Leopard 2A4. Again, I'm not 100% certain, but based on everything I am pretty sure. There are multiple other Leopard 2A4 tanks clearly visible on the video, but none of them appear to have taken any noticeable damage, at least not enough to render them useless. There was another vehicle burning close to the destroyed Leopard 2, but it is completely impossible to tell what it is exactly. Now, this location has been geolocated to be behind the Ukrainian front line, not too far behind, at least not far enough to be out of reach from the Russian artillery. And since it is behind the front line, I assume we will not be getting any close-ups of the destroyed tank, and any damaged vehicles would probably be recovered. So if any of the other Leopard 2 tanks received any kind of damage, they would be recovered. This was the first time we have actually seen the Leopard 2A4 tanks near the front line, and the first time we have seen a destroyed one. Now, as I have said in several of my videos before, these tanks aren't really that great. These are Polish Leopard 2A4 tanks that have an all-armor package from the early 80s. Armor package that was replaced on the German Leopard 2A4s in the late 80s, with a better one. This means that their armor is not really great. Of course, this one was destroyed by artillery, and artillery has definitely been effective at destroying a lot of tanks in this war on both sides. The extra armor wouldn't have really saved this tank, but still, these tanks are not invincible. They are just as vulnerable to attacks as any other tank. Not to mention that we have seen a video from the Ukrainian side showing the M53 APF-SES shells, which are older than the DM63 and don't have inert charges, which means they burn when hit, just like the Russian and Ukrainian tanks do. German DM63 and DM11 shells have inert charges that do not catch fire or explode when hit, making the tanks much safer. It is unclear if Ukraine received either of those two types of shells, so don't expect these tanks to go around shrugging off hits like nothing. That goes for any tank, whether it's a Leopard 2, Challenger 2 or anything else. So there you go, that would be all for now. If you like my content, you can support me on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a nice day.